Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, my name is Brendalyn, and today I'm going to be guiding you through an energizing beginner's yoga flow. You won't need any props for this practice, but if you like to use them, feel free to keep them near you. So if you are new to yoga or just want to go over the foundations, just some postures that you will typically find in a general yoga class, this class is going to be the one for you. We're going to keep that closed. We're going to get started in a child's pose. So send the toes behind you, bring them back to touch. As you walk your knees to either side of your mat, begin to walk the fingertips forward. Rest your forehead at the center of your mat. Through the nose, let's start to take an inhale. Spin through the lungs. Open your mouth, exhale. Again, inhale through your nose. And exhale out through your mouth. Inhale through your nose. Exhale out through your mouth. When you're ready, let's start to shift into a table position. We're going to come onto all fours, stack your shoulders over your wrist and hips over your knees. Gaze down to your mat. We're going to take another inhale for a cow pose. As you drop down through your belly, extend through your neck, gaze towards the ceiling. Exhale, cat pose, throwing out your back in the opposite direction. Bring your chin back towards your chest. Push the shoulders away from your ears. Again, inhale, cow pose, reverse through the spine. Maybe adding a soft bend in your elbows. Exhale, cat pose. Another inhale for your cow. Exhale for cat. And release the spine. Bring the belly parallel to your mat. Leave the left palm as it is. Take an inhale, extend the right fingertips and arm towards the sky. Exhale, thread the needle. Thread the right arm underneath your left, lowering your chest and your right shoulder and right cheek down to your mat. Now with your left palm, you see it at a point right in front of your face. Feel free to keep it there or begin to walk the fingertips to the top of your mat. You can fully extend through the elbow, stretching out through the left shoulder. Or if you'd like, you can also lift the left arm, bind it behind you, left hand coming to your right hip. Still breathing here, normal first breath. And if your left palm has left that point in front of your face, just slowly start to bring it back. Deconstructing yourself out of this posture the same way you entered. Take another inhale and thread the right arm, right fingertips stretch high. Exhale for your table. Now switch that to the opposite side. Inhale, left fingertips stretch long. Exhale, thread the left arm underneath your right. Lower the left shoulder, left cheek down to your mat. Notice your right palm. Feel free to leave it where it is, or maybe do the same thing you did on the opposite side. Maybe that was walking the palm out in front of you to the top of your mat, or lifting the right palm, binding it behind you, grabbing the left hip. And slowly start to bring that right palm back. And thread the left arm with an inhale. Stretch the fingertips high. Exhale, table. Inhale, tuck the toes underneath you. Exhale, downward facing dog. As you lift your hips towards the sky, your feet are hip width distance apart. The palms are flat, stretched. All 5 fingers are stretched long. As you drop your chest, keeping your head in line with your biceps. If you'd like, you can also walk out your dog by bending your right knee and then your left. Just notice how that feels in the back side of your legs as you interchange, sending each heel back and forth to your mat. Once you're ready, return to stillness in your downward facing dog. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. Exhale for a ragdoll pose. Walk the feet forward, hip width distance apart. The toes come behind your wrists. As you add a soft bend into your knees, relax your head, allow it to hang heavy. Belly is close to your thighs. You can free hang your arms here, or option to interface them one over the other. Hands to opposite elbows. And if you'd like, you can also sway from side to side. Feeling that range of motion in your spine. Once you're ready, dropping the arms to your sides if you've grabbed your elbows. Tensing out your fingers here. Your palms are lifted, just bringing the pads of your fingers to your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Extend through your knees. Guide the hands back to your shins. As you keep your chest parallel to your mat, roll back through your shoulders to flatten your back. As you do so, shift your weight into the balls of your feet. Extend the crown of your head forward. Exhale for a forward fold. Bring the arms, palms back down to your mat. Return to that bending your knees. Allow the head to hang heavy. We're going to come into our Sun A, which you will experience often in Vinyasa yoga classes. We're going to take an inhale, extend through the knees, coming up vertebrae by vertebrae. Sweep the arms above your head. Slightly spiral the pinkies inwards as you stack your shoulders over top of your waist. Squeeze through the glutes, press your pelvis forward. Breathing here. Nice. Re-engage with your breath. We're going to re-extend through the fingertips. Take an inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Blossom both arms out to the side. Turn to that soft bending your knees. Relax your head. Let it hang. Inhale, halfway lift. Extend through the knees. Hands to your shins. Shift your way forward into the balls of your feet. Exhale for a high plank. Bring both of your palms down to your mat. You're spreading the palms wide and extending both legs strongly back behind you. Keep your pelvis in line with your spine. On your next inhale, you're going to shift forward. Bring the shoulders over tops of your wrists and your heels over tops of the balls of your feet. As you exhale for your low plank, you're going to slowly lower down to your mat. Bend through the elbows, keeping them close to your sides. Tuck the toes underneath you. With the palms still underneath your shoulders, inhale for an upward facing dog. As you peel your chest away from your mat, use the strength from your toes to allow you to lift the knees and the thighs away from your mat. Nice. Exhale, downward facing dog. Send the hips back up towards the sky. Nice, my yogi friends. So that was our first flow. We're going to bring it back through that sequence, but moving a bit quicker from one breath to one movement. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, forward fold. We're going to reset here. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose. Bring the arms above your head. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale for your high plank. Inhale, hinge forward, shoulders over tops of your wrists, heels over tops of the balls of your feet. Exhale, For Chaturanga Dandasana, we're going to lower down into your low plank and tuck the toes underneath you. Inhale, upward facing dog. Keep the knees and your thighs lifted. Exhale, downward facing dog. We're going to repeat that one last time. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale for your high plank. Inhale, hinge forward. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hey friends, we are going to keep it moving here through a triangle series. These are also postures that you will often see in a typical Vinyasa yoga class. In your next inhale, lift the right heel towards the sky. Square your right toes to your mat. Keep your right hip in line with your left. As you exhale, crunch your right knee to your nose. Core is engaged, nice and lifted. The right calf is hovering above your mat. Inhale, down dog kick. Extend that right leg, square your right toes down to your mat. Exhale, low lunge. We're going to step that right foot forward, right in between both your right and your left hand. Now your right knee should be stacked over top of your right ankles. The toes on both of the feet are pointing forward, but while your right foot is flat to your mat, your left heel is lifted. Inhale for a high crescent lunge. Lift your chest away from your right thigh. Bring the arms above your head. The palms are open, facing inwards. Right thigh is parallel to your mat. Exhale for a warrior two. As you pivot the left toes out to a 45-degree angle, spread out through your arms, through their wingspan, focusing right above that front middle fingertip. Your right toes are still pointing forward. Right knee is still stacked over top of that right ankle. Inhale, hinge forward. Reach the right fingertips to the front of your space. Exhale for extended side angle. Tick-tock the right fingertips down and forward. Right elbow comes on the inside of your right knee. Left fingertips stretch towards the sky. Your left shoulder is stacked on top of your right, gazing up in the same direction as your left hand. Nice, keeping that foundation of your legs on your next inhale, reversed warrior. Inhale, reversed warrior. Lifting through the right arm, bring it up and over your head. You can either rest the left arm at your side or bind it behind you. Breathing into your right side body, take another deep breath in. Exhale for Chaturanga. You're going to windmill wiper, both palms down and forward. Right hand on the outside of your foot, left hand on the inside. Pivot the left toes forward for a low lunge. Kick the right leg back, and then flow it all the way through. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left leg. A three-legged down dog kick. Exhale, crunch your left knee to your nose. Inhale, down dog kick. Exhale, low lunge. Step your left foot forward. We're doing the same thing on this leg that we did on the right. Just balancing things out here. So left knee still stacked over top of your left ankle. Keep the right heel lifted behind you. Inhale for your high crescent lunge. Palms overhead, arms extended long, shoulders stacked over tops of your hips, knees over top of your ankle. Exhale for your warrior two. Pivot your back toes out to the right. Stretch through the wingspan of your arms. Focusing right above that front middle fingertip. Inhale, lean forward, stretch through. Exhale, extended side angle. Left fingertips and arm come on the inside of your left knee. Right arm extends high, right shoulder stacks on top of the left. Gaze in the same direction. Inhale, reversed warrior. Right arm comes to rest at your sides as you stretch the left fingertips towards the sky. Gaze up, breathing into your left side body. Take another deep breath in. Exhale for your chaturanga. Kick the left foot back. Bring the shoulders over tops of your wrists and flow it through. All right, friends, let's bring it back through the top on both sides. We're moving from one breath to one movement. Inhale, three-legged down dog kick. Lift your right leg. Exhale, crunch your knee to your nose. Inhale, down dog kick. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, high crescent. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, hinge forward. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reversed warrior. Exhale, flow through your chaturanga. Inhale, down dog kick, left leg lifts. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, down dog kick. Exhale, low lunge. Step your left foot forward. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, hinge forward. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reversed warrior. Exhale, flow through your chaturanga. Inhale through your nose. Exhale out through your mouth. Nice. Inhale again. Exhale, let it go. Yes, friends, we're going to start to land this plane. Take an inhale, look to the top of your mat. Exhale, bend at your knees. Bring them down to your mat. Bring the knees hip-width distance apart and start to lift the palms. Bring them to the small of your back. Fingertips are pointing downwards, prepping for a camel pose. As you inhale, fill your lungs. And exhale, squeeze through your glutes. As you push the pelvis forward, slowly start to arch your spine back. Drawing an invisible line with your gaze all the way to the backside of your space. If you feel comfortable, you can start to lower the hands one by one down towards your heels. But if not, you can leave them right where they are. Your chest is fully lifted, belly exposed. On your next inhale, slowly start to re-erect through the spine. Bring the palms back to the small of your back if they've left. And exhale, sink the hips back towards your heels, fully lower them. Bring the hips all the way down to your mat. Legs out in front of you. Feet are hip-width distance apart, bending at your knees. Let's just start to simultaneously allow the knees to fall to your right. Inhale, bring the knees back to the center. Exhale, let them fall to your left. We're just going to windshield wiper the knees like this a few times. One breath to each movement. Nice, that was good work, friends. Once you feel nice and ready to start to lie down on your mat, bring your spine there. Still keep the knees bent. Still keeping the knees bent. Start to bring the thighs and the knees closer together. Pigeon the toes inwards. And tee your arms out to the sides. Palms are open, facing downwards. Take an inhale. Exhale, allow both knees to fall to the right. We're coming into a supine twist. As the knees are to the right, they're bent at a 90-degree angle. As you leave your left arm out to the side, you can start to bring your right hand to that grip right behind your left knee. Now with your chest squared to the mat, make sure both your left and your right shoulders are fully distributed. You can keep your gaze towards the ceiling or start to twist in the same direction as your left arm, or twisting your spine. We're going to start to release from here. Bring the knees back to center, feet back onto your mat. Tee both arms back to the side. Yet again, both knees come to touch. Take an inhale. Exhale, allow the knees this time to fall to the left for your supine twist. Remember, knees are bent at a 90-degree angle. Left hand comes right behind your right knee. Squaring your chest to your mat, distribute the shoulders. Your gaze can stay to the sky or switch in the same direction as your right arm. Let's start to lift up through the knees. Return the soles of your feet to your mat and hug both knees back to your chest. As you bring your forearms about 2 inches below the knees, bring your hands to opposite elbows, chin to chest, forehead to knees. You're finding yourself in a ball pose, squeezing yourself as tightly as possible. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. We're going to come into final resting posture. Allow the arms and legs to stretch long at your sides, taking up as much space as you comfortably can. Let the toes roll out to the sides and the palms to fall open towards the sky. Be fluttering your eyes closed. Allow your belly to expand. Check in with yourself. Just noticing the energy you generated within you. I want to give you a few moments here to enjoy this stillness. And I will call you back in a bit. Let's start to gently wiggle out the fingers and the toes. Roll out your wrists and your ankles and rock your head from side to side. Maybe blink, open your eyes a few times. Maybe open and close your eyes a few times. And roll onto your side in a fetal position. Whichever side you prefer, just pull out your forearm, rest your head right there. With your free palm, use it to push you up into a seated position. Crossing at your ankles, butterflying your knees out to either side of your mat, or you can bend at your knees, sit your hips towards your heels. Together, let's take an inhale. Extend the arms over your head, bring the palms to meet at the center. Exhale, settle them down to your heart. Let's close out our practice together by sharing a bow. All right, friends, so that was our flow for the day. Let me know, how are you feeling at the moment? What did you like about this video, and what would you like to see more of? If you have not already, make sure you subscribe to my channel, share this video with a friend, and I'm looking forward to seeing you the next time. Have a good day.